Hey, happy Sunday, everyone. So, um, I was talking to my niece yesterday, and we were talking about a lot of things that go on around us every day, um, just daily basis. So, for instance, yesterday we knew a lot of protesters were out in various cities all across the U.S. Protesting the current administration that's in Washington, that's ruling and setting forth new rules and regulations that are only, to me, to a particular set of people. And if you don't fit that criteria, then you're SOL. So we were discussing just briefly through text of how to deal with all of this. So let me give you a little bit of my background. Last year, right before the election, I stopped watching news. Um, Local news, CNN, MSNBC, Fox News. I don't believe in just watching one, or at that time, one station. So because we know they can be biased, and a lot of the news that we see, it's not really healthy for us. So she said, I don't know how to deal with this. I don't know how to, process this. And I told her, I said, I had to teach myself to walk away. And I have to protect. I know we said this in the church, like you have to protect your eye gates, your ear gates, your mouth gates, your heart gates. So you're protecting what's going on inside, or what you allow to get inside of you. So this is what I had to do, and not only since last year, but since 2021, I suddenly lost my grandson, and so even being on social media, even though I cut out local news, national news, the only news now I really listen to is PBS. I do trust their source, and I am, looking for other outlets, but I have to protect myself against social media. I have to protect my what I'm allowing to enter into my space. So I hope this helps her, and I hope this helps you what I'm about to say. So I not only protect my space, I set boundaries for myself. I know we set boundaries for other people, but do we set boundaries for ourselves? So I set boundaries as far as to how much scrolling I will do. Sometimes I back off totally from social media because certain things trigger me, like when the floods came. And I actually heard this woman saying, you know, uh, as her child is being swept away, you can hear this baby clearly in the background, begging, crying, screaming for Jesus to save him. And this mother actually thought that him passing away, or God allowing this child to be swept away and to his demise, that was God saving him. No. And when I saw that, when I say that truly broke me, to hear that baby, that triggered something in me. So from that moment on, I said, around times I know when it's going to be a disaster, you hear of disaster, or you hear of different things. I don't go on the social media. I limit what people send me. I set boundaries. Um, I know people tend to send me a lot of scripture still, or um, videos of gospel singers. That doesn't fit my life anymore. And so I've even had to tell people, I don't subscribe to that anymore. Please stop, sending that to me. But So my whole purpose of this video is to say you have to set boundaries for yourself. Like we set boundaries for the people, we have to set boundaries for ourselves, and we have to stick to them. I don't mind walking away from people or things that no longer serve me. And not that I'm mad or upset, because I know people will tend to say, "Well, you're upset, and so this is why you're not doing." No, because I've set boundaries for my life. I've set boundaries for Annette, and I make Annette stick to those boundaries. So, to my beautiful niece, and I have many, I hope you are listening, and I hope you see this video. I want you to set some boundaries for yourself, because a lot of this stuff that is going on is triggering. I know some people, they're not concerned with it, but for those of us who don't know how to deal or what to do with what is going on currently in America, you got to set some boundaries for yourself. Not only set some boundaries, but you've got to make some decisions. Um, is this life for me as I know it? Cause like, I mean, come on, what are we really doing here? So not only set some boundaries for yourself, sweetie, but make some decisions for yourself and stick to it. Of how you can be a better person, how we can help the next person. When things are going on, how can we deal with them, how we process them. Because sometimes our mind just goes into that fight or flight mode. And so you may be constantly worried, you're seeing prices go up, you different programs are being cut, but I dare you, I challenge you, and I challenge myself to take a different look and see what this time holds for us. What opportunities do we have to make life better for ourselves, for our children, and for our grandchildren and generations to come? So set those boundaries, make some decisions, look at the opportunities that are being afforded during this time. And you may say, Annette, you out your damn mind. What am I going to, what opportunity? Oh, it's opportunities to be seen. In everything. What opportunity do I have to make my life better during this time? Or how can I make my life better? And how can I make it better for the next person? And research. Oh, please, God. And please don't just use Google. Please use different web browsers, DuckDuckGo, Bravo. Google is actually sitting, transcribing, transcoding, recording everything that we've ever said, done, did, because it's just tied to everything. So think about that. All right, my babies, I am going to finish enjoying my self-care Sunday, which is just laying in this bed. I've had my previous week was just a tough week for me. I was sick, and so I'm just allowing my body to heal. All right, I love you. Catch that note, and I'll see you in the next video.